Good evening, West High School. Who's ready to graduate? Thank you to Mr. Mylock and the West High Orchestra, as well as to Mr. Stegeman and the West High Band for performing Pomp and Circumstance. At this time, can everybody please stand for our national anthem? Our national anthem is performed by the West High Band, Orchestra, and Choir. Please remain standing after the national anthem for the singing of our alma mater song, Here Is to Fort Zumwalt West. Please be seated. Welcome, family and friends, to this wonderful event. There's no doubt in my mind the Fort Zumwalt School District has definitely saved the best graduation for last. Graduates, I speak for everyone in attendance this evening when I say that we are so excited to celebrate you, the Fort Zumwalt West High School graduating class of 2024. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce our stage guests who are joining us this evening. Guests, please stand when I call your name and remain standing as I introduce you. First off, we have Dr. Paul Myers, Superintendent of Schools. We have Dr. Jeff Marion, member of the Board of Education. And we have Ms. Catherine Bird, also a member of the Board of Education. Each of these individuals work very hard not only supporting West High students, but students across the Fort Zumwalt School District. How about one more round of applause? I would also like to introduce two government officials who are with us this evening. First off, we have Mr. David Hinman from District 103. He's a Missouri representative. And we have the Mayor of O'Fallon, Mr. Bill Hennessy. Thank you both for joining us this evening, and thank you for all you do to support the Fort Zumwalt School District. I have four juniors I'd like to thank this evening for their assistance with our graduation ceremony. First off, please stand when I call your name, Jacob Bruce and Akash Sase. They escorted our seniors into our ceremony this evening. I also have Amira Hamid. Oh, you're over here, Amira, I'm sorry. She'll be assisting with diplomas this evening. And then in the back, if you'll stand up, I have Kathy Malongi. She's doing double duty. She's in the orchestra, and she'll be coming up here in a few minutes to help on stage. So thank you, students, for helping us out today. Please be seated. Last but not least, I would like to thank West High teachers, counselors, and administrators who are here with us this evening, and I'd like them to please stand to be recognized at this time. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the West Side graduating class of 2024. Traditionally, the Fort Zumwalt School District has chosen Memorial Day weekend to host our graduations. Memorial Day, observed on the last Monday in May, is our nation's day to honor those who have lost their lives while defending our country. It is because of their sacrifice that we are able to be here today in the greatest country in the world to celebrate our graduates on this glorious evening. I would like to take a few minutes to recognize the Fort Zumwalt West graduates who will be serving in the armed forces upon their graduation. Please stand and remain standing when I call your name. In the United States Army Reserves, we have Raiden Smith. In the United States Army National Guard, we have Michael Toledo Avalos. Ethan Rapazzo. And Jason Jones. Choosing to serve in the United States Coast Guard, Joseph Bowman. Representing the United States Marine Corps, we have Christopher Horn. Kirsten Gamboa. And Jeremiah Parsons. Last but certainly not least, representing the United States Navy, we have Marquavius Green. At this time, I would also like to ask those in the audience who have served or are currently serving to stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Our first student speaker this evening, will be Miss Ashi Shaw. Ashi, oh, we can clap for Ashi, that's okay. Let's go, Ashi. Ashi is the daughter of Chirag and Jalpa Shaw. Ashi will be attending the University of Southern Florida in Tampa, where she will major in biology with an emphasis in pre-med.
Gosh, there are a lot of you guys up there. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Good evening, everybody. Our friends, family, faculty, and of course, the people of the hour, our fellow graduates. We're graduating, you guys. It's crazy to look back at the past 4 years. I mean, I remember walking through the doors for our first day of freshman year, not knowing a single thing. And in a blink of an eye, we're here, about to walk across the stage and move on to the next chapter in our lives. It's crazy to look back and see the flashbacks these past 4 years. Freshman year, we had to wear masks, sit 6 feet apart at lunch and in class, and, well, some of us were even virtual. And then this past year, our senior year, the amazing senior events organized by our senior class officers, like the beautiful full circle effect, from the senior sunrise to the senior sunset. Obviously, there's a lot that happened in between, but hey, it all worked out, and here we are. These past 4 years have been a roller coaster, to say the least, one that came with a lot of emotions and memories. With that being said, I think we can all say that we grew up and started finding ourselves through all the good, bad, and ugly that has come our way these past years. This being said, I want to say thank you. I know I didn't get the chance to meet each and every one of you, but I can say that all of you made all the difference in my high school experience. I mean, I got to sing with some of the most talented people I've ever met. I got to run with some of the most athletic people I've ever met. I got to push myself while being alongside some of the smartest people I've ever met. And I got to laugh. I got to laugh a lot with some of the funniest people I've ever met. I will have to say, class of 2024, you really set the standards high, and I'm gonna miss having all of your guys' presence with me every day, because you all are not just my classmates or my friends anymore, you all have become like my family. Now, as a self-proclaimed family member, I am obligated to hand out some unsolicited advice. So, my advice to you is a saying that is one of my favorites that you've probably seen on the wall of a classroom a time or two. And that is that in the next 30 years, nobody's gonna remember what you wore. Whether it be here at graduation, the first day of school, how you did your hair, or what shoes you wore, but they will remember how you made them feel. In that, I encourage each and every one of you to make sure that in the next chapter of your life, you remember to be kind, caring, and considerate. Now, don't ask me how to do that because I'm right there with you. I have absolutely no clue. But hey, we are one of the best graduating classes that all of this district has ever had, so I know that we'll figure it out. Now, I know that this will help you in the long run to rather be known as the employee, colleague, or classmate that had a friendly smile and gave it their best each and every day than being anything less. So, I don't want to make this too long, so before I end my speech, I want each and every one of you to take a deep breath, look around, and take in the moment, because suddenly, before we know it, we're graduating. We're about to walk across this stage and move on to the next chapter in our lives with the people that we grew up with everybody going in different paths, realizing that the seats we sat in, the tests we've taken, the food shared, and the countless laughs and memories we made are now just memories, and there is no same time next year. So I say thank you, again, and for the very last time, I promise, to each and every one of you for being part of my high school journey. It was a great 4 years well spent with you. Thank you.
Good job, all right. At this time, our choir, under the direction of Mr. Patrick Dell, will be performing a selection titled, "In Meeting We Are Blessed," written by Troy Robertson.
We are met together, and in meeting we are blessed. Peace in coming and in going, peace in labor and in rest. We are met together, and in meeting we are blessed. Peace in coming and in going, peace in labor and in rest. We are met together, and in meeting we are blessed. Peace in coming and in going, peace in labor and in rest. Hold on, dear brother. Hold on, dear sister. Hold
Well done, seniors. We will now have our second student speaker, Miss Jada Hamden. Come on down. Jada's parents are Imad and Gada Hamden. Jada will be attending Maryville University, where she will major in speech and language pathology. The mic is all yours. All right.
Thank you.
Little note for you. Oh, gotta get that off. Nice and slow, okay? All right.
Good evening, teachers, faculty, family and friends, distinguished guests, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. My name is Jada Hamden, but I may be better known as the girl who quarantined about 100 of you freshman year. By the way, I'm still sorry about that. The day we have been waiting for has finally arrived. Who knew it would come so fast, yet so slow at the same time, almost making us wish that we would, as Taylor Swift would say, never grow up. Over the years, we've been through a lot to get to this moment. In 2015, we endured heartbreak for the first time. This was the year that One Direction broke up, leaving some of us with the delusion that even after 9 years, they're still going to be having a reunion. Then that following year, in 2016, we were all mastering our dabs while also making sure we got all of our bottle flips in. In 2018, our worlds were shattered when Musical.ly was all of a sudden TikTok, and in 2019, we all believed that aliens were living in Nevada during the Area 51 craze. And then, well, we all know what happened in 2020, but at least we got whipped coffee from it. These are just some past eras of ours that we know a little, all too well. Nonetheless, we have each fought through our own adversities, and we owe this moment to ourselves. 4 years ago, we walked through the door of Fort Zumwalt West for the very first time as completely different people than we are right now. Being a bunch of nervous freshmen, finding a place in this world was already hard enough, but then we had the added stress of beginning our high school careers amidst the global pandemic. Then our sophomore year, when we all thought we ruled the school the second we got our license, just for us to find out that the walk from the Turtle Creek pool parking lot to the school is actually miserable. Our junior year, we came to the realization very, very early on that previous upperclassmen were in fact not lying when they said how hard junior year was. And then finally, we made it to senior year, where we tried our hardest to soak in every single moment while also having a countdown to graduation since the first day of school. And now we have arrived at that exact day, the day we could not wait for the second we walked through those doors that very first time. Our school experience wasn't necessarily ideal, nor was it anything like High School Musical, but we still found a way to make it the best it could possibly be. Long story short, we faced every adversity thrown at us with grace and resilience. We built bonds and friendships that are like no others. Some of these friendships are the same ones we had in kindergarten, while others are beautiful and unexpected friendships that were made due to a seating chart, and we could now not imagine our lives without these people. We created many memories throughout our years of school so far, some good, some bad, and some embarrassing, which we won't get into all of my embarrassing moments right now. And during these years, we have laughed and we have cried, but most importantly, we all grew up to be the amazing people that we are right now. But now it is time for us to be fearless and embark on our own separate journeys. I know our senioritis has been telling us that we are so ready to graduate and had us constantly asking, is it over now? But I hope we can all take a minute or two to appreciate the comfort that this school has provided us. Comfort that was found in the sports and clubs that gave us a place to go and de-stress when school got too hard. Or friends and classmates that provided us with humor and relatability during class. The teachers and faculty that provided encouragement and believed in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves. And finally, our families who pushed us to be the best versions of ourselves that we could possibly be. Thank you to all of those people for helping us become the people we were all meant to be. From being those scared and timid freshmen to transforming into the current people we are, we went through so much and did it all with poise and dignity. With that being said, I would like to conclude the speech with a quote from my favorite person, Taylor Swift, if you couldn't already tell. She once said, "The scary news is you're on your own now. But the cool news is you're on your own now. I leave you with this. We are led by our gut instincts, our intuition, our desires and fears, our scars and our dreams, and you will screw it up sometimes, but so will I. Hard things will happen, we will recover, we will learn from it, and we will grow more resilient because of it, end quote. Looking out into the sea of purple in front of me, I firmly believe that no matter what life throws at any one of us, or no matter our end game, there is no doubt in my mind that all of us will go on to do amazing things with our lives. And it has been an honor to be one of your class officers these past 2 years, but more importantly, it has been an honor to be a Jaguar. Now I have one last question, and yes, I promise that's the last Taylor Swift reference. For Zumwalt West class of 2024, who's ready to graduate?
Good job, Jada. At this time, I would like for senior class sponsors, Ms. Abby Hall and Ms. Jennifer Woodward, to join me on stage. They will assist me in recognizing the Class of 2024 Citizenship and Leadership Award winners. The first award is for citizenship. This award is presented to Martine Almedo. Yep, come on down, Martine. They don't know they're winning these awards, so it's a little bit of a surprise. Martine is the son of Byron and Maria Almedo. Martine will be attending St. Louis University, where he will be studying political science. Let's make some noise for Martine. Yeah, Martine. Our second award, as selected by the teachers, is for leadership. This award is presented to our senior class president, Tyler Hinkle. Tyler, I'm sorry I had to fib to you for a week about how this was going to work with you speaking. Please accept my apologies, okay? Tyler is the son of Dwight and Jennifer Hinkle. Tyler will be attending St. Charles Community College in the fall. Afterwards, he will attend a four-year university to study business and finance, and he would like to work in the finance world after college. Your senior class president, Tyler Hinkle. At this time, it is my pleasure to turn the microphone over one last time to our senior class president, Mr. Tyler Hinkle.
Thank you, Dr. Dreyer. Good evening, everyone. Seniors, we've made it to the day that we've been waiting for a very long time. First off, I'd like to thank Ms. Hall and Ms. Woodward for everything they have done, not just for our senior class, but all the senior classes before us and all the senior classes to come. I'd also like to thank your senior class officers. Please stand when I call your name. Jada Hamden. Ella Deverick. Tessa Porter. Kate Underbach. Gabby Warren. Allison Spaulding, Gabby Schultz, Brimman Johnson, and Stephen Tran for planning a great year. I'd like to thank Dr. Dreyer and all the staff for everything they do to make our high school experience so great. Lastly, I would like to thank all of you seniors for putting your trust in me as well as the rest of the other senior class officers to plan a great year. Now, I would like to announce that our senior gift to the high school will be a blow-up tunnel for the football field. Yep, Seniors, now this chapter has come to an end, that doesn't mean it is time to sit back and relax. It is time to work harder than you've ever worked before so you can open new doors for yourself and conquer the world and accomplish your goals. Don't let your dreams when you were a little kid go away. Don't let your younger you down. As you enter this new chapter of your life, don't forget where you came from and don't forget about the people who have gotten you to where you are today. So go out and go be great. Never forget that it's a great day to be a Jaguar. And for the last time ever, this is Tyler Hinkle, and I'm for the people. Money Mink out.
Of course, you can do a selfie? Yeah. With the banner in the back?
I want with this.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
All right. Good evening again, class of 2024. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am to celebrate your graduation day with you. You've all worked hard to get to this point. I do want to remind you, graduation is a day of celebration for everyone. Your parents, friends, and family members have been with you and support you every step of the way. Graduates, how about showing some love to your parents right now? The same parents and family members who got you the awesome new tennis shoes and the cool backpack in kindergarten are here today supporting you as you prepare to walk across the stage. They are here today, and they are proud of you. Your classmates who have been in class with you since the beginning. They've been in class, lunch, recess, assembly, sporting events, band, choir, orchestra, all these years with you. They are here today with you, and they are proud of you. Your teachers from grade school through high school, from kindergarten to recess and end of course exams. They've been with you every step of the way. They are here with you, and they are proud of you. Now, speaking of teachers, there are several members of the West High faculty who have worked their final day at West High School, and they'll be retiring. I would like to take a second to recognize them because this is their final graduation as well. If you're here tonight, please stand when I call your name. Miss Alice Clem, science teacher and science department chair. Mr. Michael DeYoung, social studies teacher and social studies department chair. Mike, I'll miss our 6:30 morning meetings every day. You can still call me though. Mr. Mark Olson, industrial technology. Mr. Keith DeShirley, physical education. And Miss Lori Wormke, kitchen assistant manager. We wish each of them happiness in retirement and thank them for a job well done. Now tonight, we've heard words of wisdom from Ashi, Jada, and Tyler already this evening, so I would like to spend most of my time speaking tonight simply recognizing some of our graduating seniors. The West High class of 2024 has been very successful both in and out of the classroom. Here are just some of their accomplishments. Cameron Rohrbach, Victoria McClure, and Christopher Abbey Projo were recognized as National Merit Scholarship Commended Scholars. Ayman Amrin, Joseph Ward, and Ganika Singh were recognized as National Merit Finalists. Ganika was also selected as the Westside representative at the 15th Annual St. Charles STEM Awards earlier this fall. Iman Amrin and Jack Kidney were recognized as Missouri Scholar 100s. This means that they were two of the top 100 seniors in the entire state of Missouri. Riley Kirkman and Maddie Wolf were selected as the Fort Zumwalt School District's recipients of the Grow Your Own Teacher scholarships. We hope to get them both teaching in our district in about 4 years. Romeo Shaw started the year by creating and painting the senior mural for the class of 2024. Lauren Rowland was our school's post-dispatch scholar athlete participating in both softball and track. And if I heard correctly, she was also 6th place in the state in the javelin just yesterday. Nolan Whiteside, football and baseball, and Tori Brockstadler, soccer, were our Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award winners. Riley Linville and Alex Jones, both cross country and track, were our St. Charles County Amateur Hall of Fame representatives. And speaking of Riley, she represented West High at the state cross country meet last fall, earning all state honors with a 15th place finish. Tyler Hinkle, football, basketball, and golf, and Jada Hamden, tennis, were selected as our Misha Sportsmanship Award winners. I believe Dominic St. Jean made it tonight. He actually was 8th in the 800 in the state track and field meet today at 4:30. So congratulations to Dom. We had multiple senior athletes earn first team all-conference honors. Riley Linville in cross country, Kate Doyle in cross country, Darius Jones, Jackson Pollard, and Andrew Koviak all in football. Martine Almedo in soccer. Lauren Rowland in both softball and track. Audrey Small in volleyball. Lexi Finstemacher in basketball. Alex Leith in golf. And Nick Alegna in baseball. Maria Ignatova was a 3-time state qualifier in girls wrestling with 2 state medals. The Westside dance team had another successful season. Captains were Mariah Damlow, Gabby Schultz, and Madison Hignan. Seniors on the team included Julia Bardenheyer, Riley Dubasic, Kate Cooper, Marcy Albert, and Gabby Thompson. At state this year, the team was first in Class 5A hip-hop, first in precision jazz, and the overall Class 5A state champions as a team. The Westside Band had a phenomenal year under the direction of Mr. Stegeman, Ms. Kaiser, and Mr. Flanagan. Senior drum majors were Lauren Tracy, Alexis Rigsby, and Jackson Ozinga. And you can see our band in the back this evening along with the orchestra and choir. State solo and ensemble representatives were as follows. Alyssa Dennis, silver medal horn solo. Paige Hahn, silver medal saxophone solo. Alexis Rigsby, gold medal flute solo. Charlotte Hafley, Jackson Ozinga, Keegan Van Leer, silver medal percussion ensemble. Lizzie Orr and Reese Bevan, gold medal mixed woodwind trio. Trey Lemons, Paige Hahn, and Reese Bevan, gold medal saxophone quartet. Carter Allen, Lauren Tracy, Jackson Mitchell, Oliver Toussaint, and Alyssa Dennis, gold medal brass quintet. Alexis Rigsby, honorable mention, All-State in the flute. And finally, the band placed second at the Missouri Day of Percussion. Senior leaders were Jackson Ozinga, Charlotte Hafley, Brady Williams, Keegan Van Leer, and Emma K. Giambalvo. The Winter Guard won the Mid-Continental Color Guard Association Regional A State Championship. Our one senior on that team was Sydney Koreski. Westside continues to have a very active Future Business Leaders of America chapter under the direction of Ms. Brinker and Ms. Kaler. Their successful year actually started last summer with Hayatana and Diksha Kanagaraj competing at nationals. The club grew in membership and had a very successful district competition with 32 events moving on to state competition this year. Youth in Government also had a great year with Medea Neville serving as our chapter's overall director as well as a state officer in the role of media director. Two seniors stood out on our mock trial team this year, Victoria McClure and Moss Dallins. We had 3 students represent Westside at the DECA International Competition this school year. Students from all 50 states and Puerto Rico, Guam, China, Germany, and Canada also participated. Riley Kirkman competed in the Sports and Entertainment Marketing Series. And Aiden Dupner and Logan Zwilling participated in the Integrated Marketing Campaign. With our choir under the direction of Mr. Dell this school year, 3 students were recognized at the state level. Chris Artiguez was selected to the All-State Choir and All-State Vocal Jazz Ensemble. Autumn Beck was selected as an All-State Choir alternate. And Addison Keith was selected as an All-State Choir honorable mention. We had many drama productions over the last few years, including Shrek the Musical, and boy, was it huge. Seniors who starred in our drama productions over the years included Jordan Thompson, Amani Yeager, Autumn Beck, Addison Keith, Wyatt Connor, Josh Gornett, Brinley LaRose, and Corinne Watt. By the way, Jordan Thompson was nominated for lead actor by the St. Louis High School Musical Theater Awards for his performance in Shrek just this spring. And I do tell you what, I really am going to miss Josh Gornett. I'm at a lot of West High events, but I think it's fair to say in Josh's role as the head yearbook and newspaper photographer, Josh was at West High more than I was. Congratulations, Josh. Multiple students had success with orchestra this school year. For the state solos and ensembles, Iman Amron, Isabella Clausen, Marcus Fitch, and Michelle Liu were all honored, with Iman and Michelle making the all-state orchestra. And just for the record, Iman has made the all-state orchestra all 4 years he's been in high school, and Michelle has been all-state for the last 3 years. 3 West High students earned medals at the state skills competition this past school year. Evan Harris was 3rd in the state in informational technology systems. Hayden Hurd was 1st in computer numerical controlled programming. And Austin Fairchild was 1st in sheet metal. Congratulations to those 3. The West High robotics team had a very successful season with Team that is exciting. 3 teams. Team Supernova finished 13th in the nation. Team Blitz finished 9th in the nation. And Team Dino finished 12th or 2nd, all while competing against 33 other high schools and colleges from across the nation. Senior leaders were Lucas Marlette, Mason Mannion, Parker Yorn, Ben Yagi, Drew Walshnitz, Diego Edwards, and Molly Walsh. The Solitaire, West High's newspaper, kept students informed and up to date this school year with several editions. Our senior editors-in-chief this school year were Olivia Eigenman, Cass Morgan, and Corinne Waugh. The West High Yearbook also had a great year, earning a Class 1 rating, which is the best you can get in the state. Editors of the yearbook were Addison Keeney, Alexis Rademeyer, and Grace Vasher. 20 of our senior students successfully completed the Seal of Biliteracy in a total of 4 different languages. West High will have 24 students graduating with cum laude honors, 46 graduating with magna cum laude honors, and 71 students graduating with summa cum laude honors. That's a total of 141 West High seniors graduating with a GPA of 3.8 or higher. And finally, I know this is a number our parents will like, West High seniors earned over $25 million in scholarship money, the largest number ever by a West High graduating class. Now, honestly, I could stand up here all night and talk about West High seniors and the graduating class of 2024, but at some point we got to hand out some diplomas. Seniors, I have the privilege of teaching you the last lesson you will ever learn in high school. To do so, I need to tell a brief story. This story is called The Seasons of Life. There was once a man who had 4 sons. He wanted his sons to learn not to judge things too quickly, but instead to gather all possible information prior to making a final judgment or decision. In order to teach this lesson, he decided to send each of his sons on a quest, in turn, to go and look at a pear tree that was a great distance away. The first son went in the winter, the second son went in the spring, the third son went in the summer, and the fourth son went in the fall. After a year had passed, and each son was able to see the tree in their assigned season, the father called his sons back to describe to him what they had seen. The first son, who had went in the winter, said that the tree was ugly, bent, and twisted. It wasn't pretty at all. The second son, who went in the spring, said that the tree was covered in green buds and was full of promise. The third son, who went in the summer, disagreed with both sons 1 and 2. He said the tree was beautiful. It was full of blossoms that smelled sweet, and the tree looked beautiful. It was one of the most graceful things he'd ever seen. The fourth son, of course, he disagreed with the other 3 sons. He said that in the fall, the tree was ripe and drooping with fruit. It was full of life and fulfillment. The father then explained that each son was right because they had only seen the tree in one season of its life. He told them that you can't judge a tree or a person or a relationship or a job or an experience by only one season. The essence of all things and the pleasure, joy, and love that come from all of life can only be measured at the end when all of the seasons are taken into consideration together. So seniors, here's the lesson of the story in my eyes. If you give up when it's winter, you will miss the promise of your spring, the beauty of your summer, and the fulfillment of your fall. Don't judge a life, a person, a relationship, a job, or an experience by one difficult season. Don't let the pain of one season or one negative experience destroy the joy of everything else. Take all seasons and all experiences into consideration when making a final judgment. Seniors, it has been my absolute pleasure to be your principal. Being the principal of West High School, I think, is one of the coolest jobs in the world. Just as in life, we have all had our ups and our downs. We've all experienced our winters and our summers together over the last 4 years, but at the end of the day, you made it. Congratulations. Well, it's the time we've been waiting for. Board of Education members, I present to you the West High graduating class of 2024. Staff members, please prepare to present diplomas to our graduating seniors. Board of Education, these students have met the grade and credit requirements of the Fort Zumwalt School District Board of Education and the state of the Missouri. Students, prepare to receive your Fort Zumwalt West High School diploma with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities that come with this high school diploma.
Cards, 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 cards. So you just kind of keep an eye on what's going on up there, unlike whenever we get. Cameron Abdi. Christopher Daniel Abby Projo, summa cum laude. Aubrey Ann Agavino, summa cum laude. Sohib Najah Ahmed. Nicholas Blake Alagna. Macy Faye Alber. Jacob Taylor Alkire. Carter Wayne Allen, magna cum laude. Ayman Ishmael Reyes Amrin, summa cum laude. John Allen Onte. Julian Jean Armstead. Tatiana Isabella Arnold. Cristiano Napoleon Artigues. Robert Connor Aspley. Charlotte Cameron Dayden. Ethan Michael Baldwin. River James Baldwin. Haley Nicole Barbero. Julia Ann Bardenheier. Ella Grace Batsios. Yaris Adelang Bazira. Dustin James Bearden. Autumn Jewel Beck, magna cum laude. Addison Jean Becker. Jacob Luke Beeler.
Caitlin Alyssa Bell, summa cum laude. Christian Lee Burviller. Connor Christopher Bazan. Reese William Bevan, summa cum laude. Sophia Buria, summa cum laude. Finn Holland Bitsa. Jaden Elise Blake. magna cum laude. Tori Marie Bachstatter, magna cum laude. Cameron Joel Bosing, cum laude. Abigail Louise Bonney, cum laude. Hunter John Borden. Joseph James Bowman. Aiden Joseph Boyland Dinky, magna cum laude. Audrey Jane Bray. Lillian Grace Brewer, summa cum laude. Haven Gray Brinkmeyer. Kalia Nicole Brown. Emily Faith Brunt. Brock McAllister Brunworth. John Milton Bowie III. Samuel Thomas Burns. Jackson David Burke, magna cum laude. Haley Renee Kalia. Brooke Lynn Calvert. Riley Eleanor Calvert.
Jordan Rashad Ketching. Kaylee Marie Cameron, summa cum laude. Mary Elizabeth Campbell, magna cum laude. Lillian Ray Carey, cum laude. Jace Allen Carruthers, summa cum laude. L. Louise Carter. Alice Jane Cawley, summa cum laude. Hayden Lane Shalaveria. Connor Fangwaknan Kristen, summa cum laude. Mary Mignonnet Christie. Isabella Ann Klassen, cum laude. Allison Christine Klauser, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Paige Clayton. Hayden Walker Close, summa cum laude. Kieran Luron Clounch. Wyatt Richard Connor, cum laude. Andrew Justice Cooper, magna cum laude. Kate Olivia Cooper. Sarah Elizabeth Corder.
Sydney Marie Kariski. Logan Gabriel Kowick. Zachary John Creek, cum laude. Gabriela Maria Crum. Madison Crum. J. Noel Cunningham.
Carter Douglas Curran. Lily Grace Cushman. Talia Lachey Dade. Mariah Louise Damlow. Riley Rose Dean, magna cum laude. Alyssa Rose Dennis, magna cum laude. Ella Jane Deverick, summa cum laude. Audrey Marie Dexter. Brant William Deal, magna cum laude. Amelia Hope DiMercurio. Moss Knox Dullins. Catherine Elizabeth Doyle, summa cum laude. Dylan Paul Dreyer. Riley Donata Dubasic, summa cum laude. Aiden William Deppner, summa cum laude. Jacob Benjamin Edler. Diego Luis Edwards, magna cum laude. Olivia Grace Eigenman, summa cum laude. Octavian Kunechi Imeka. Jordan Enlow. Jose Miguel Esquivel Garcia. Lucas George Evangelis. Brianne Alexandra Fanter, summa cum laude. Leanne Nasser Fawaka, magna cum laude. Drew Patrick Felderworth, summa cum laude. Zoe Alexis Felon. Vanessa Maria Fenewald. Alexis Grace Fenstermacher. Dylan Scott Fiala.
Marcus Christopher Fitch. Jackson Oscar Fogarty. Morris Douglas Foster. Mateo Franco, summa cum laude. Madeline Laura Frank. Alice Zazie Frederick. Rodrigo Funes Garcia Lorigori. Caitlin Marie Gaynor. Kirsten Angela Gamboa. Loon Jesus Garcia. Gabriel Estefano Garcia. Victoria Ashley Gattino. Genevieve Reese Gevers, cum laude. Emma K. Giambalvo. Caden Michael Gibson. Benjamin Ryan Godar. Brooklyn Marie Goddard. Jamiron Christopher Goldman. Joshua Edward Garnett. Jasmine Shantae Gray. Savannah Marie Greathouse. Marquavius Sincere Green. Michael Brian Green. Rashawn John Ezeal Green. Cameron Graham Edward Grimes, summa cum laude. Connor Quinn Gunkel, magna cum laude. Paige Elizabeth Hahn.
Jada Imad Hamden, magna cum laude. Isabella May Morgan Hamline. Mark Christopher Hampton. Jordan Samantha Hamrick, magna cum laude. Olivia Lynanne Hankins. Cole Ronald Harris. Owen Christopher Harris. Allison Katrina Harvey. John Stephen Hartnagel III. Audra Sky Hopt. Evan Troy Hawkinson. Hayden Alan Hayes. Andrea Christine Heaney, summa cum laude. Charlotte Irene Hafley, summa cum laude. Nicole Christine Heisman. Annabella Melinda Helton. Alex James Hennessy, cum laude. Preston Blake Henry, summa cum laude. Julia Christine Harrigot, summa cum laude. Isabel Marie Herrera. Abigail Riley Hess. Cameron Ray Huvelman. Madison Michelle Higdon. Tyler Dean Hinkle. Gavin Wyatt Hollowell, summa cum laude. Christopher James Horn. Nala Aubriana Houston. Andrew William Howe, magna cum laude. Thomas Joseph Hunter. Hayden William Hurd. Maria Zvetanova Ignatova, magna cum laude. Sophia Zvetanova Ignatova, summa cum laude. Tarek Hatem Jabari.
Dominic Marshall Jackson. Benjamin Eric Jaggy. Parker Mikkel Jorn. Emily Grace Jenkins. Haley Joelle Jenkins. Alexis Marie Johnson, cum laude. Andrew Christian James Johnson. Bremen Dan Johnson, magna cum laude. Alexander O'Neill Jones. Darius Tyrell Jones. Jason Walker Jones. Austin Michael Catman. Claire Abigail Kamensky. Caitlin Marie Kamensky. Diksha Kanagaraj, summa cum laude. Sundas Cannon. Lacey Lynn Kerr. Addison Lynn Keith, summa cum laude. Jack Leo Kidney, summa cum laude. Addison Grace Keeney. Lucy Caroline Keeney. Chelsea Wangaro Kinua. Gabriel Lewis Kirchhoff, summa cum laude. Riley Paige Kirkman, magna cum laude. Lily Grace Koenig. Lydia Grace Kotsis, magna cum laude. Andrew Owen Koviak. Tyler John Cratchley. Michaela Renee Crete. Tazea Ann Kelly Krunkeberg, summa cum laude.
Jordan Nicole Lambert. Julia Ray Lambert. Catherine Lee Lanigan. Brinley Eileen LaRose. Alexander Cole Leith. Danielle Desiree LeBlanc. Andy Gay Ledesma. Frederick Lemons. Delia May Liesenfeld, summa cum laude. Emma Grace Eloisa Lindquist. Riley Boleyn Linville. Ethan Joseph Lloyd. Riley Michelle Logston. Audrey Marie Lotsbeck, summa cum laude. Michelle Kahi Liu, summa cum laude. Olivia Jane Luma. Dalton Chase Luster. Mitchell Lee Lyons. Abigail Rose Major. Mudia Assad Manasra. Mason Michael Mannion. Zachary Aiden Mannon. Riley Marie Markland. Lucas Lee Marlett, cum laude. Reed Michael Martin, summa cum laude. Aiden Russell Maskell, magna cum laude.
Sophia Marie Maupin, cum laude. Emily Lynn Mosteller. Victoria Lynn McClure, summa cum laude. Max Fisher McCracken, magna cum laude. Talon Reese McKernan. Callie Suzanne McMullen. Brenton David McPherson, cum laude. Chloe Grace Meckler. Sergio Anthony Milley. Jackson Stanley Mitchell, magna cum laude. Vignesh Reddy Modiganta, summa cum laude. Orushi Digvijay Mohite, summa cum laude. Kara Joy Mormon, summa cum laude. Abigail Rose Murkowski. Charity W. Munyaka. Tristan William Naisland. Giovanna Elizabeth Jana Neely. Emma Rose Nelson. Maida Padamina Neville, summa cum laude. Johnny Ting Nguyen. Jacob Allen Nimmo.
Inara Siguri Noriega Valenzuela, magna cum laude. Jack Thomas O'Brien. Sarah Margaret O'Fallon. Jason Brian O'Rear. MJ Mackenzie O'Toole. Martin Alejandro Olmedo, summa cum laude. Logan Xavier Olson Setlich. Daniel Charles Orris. Elizabeth Agnes Orr, summa cum laude. Lucas David Thomas Ostrom, cum laude. Addison Marie Owsley. Jackson Ryan Ozinga, summa cum laude. Blair Mikkel Palmer, summa cum laude. Bennett Thomas Parker. William Preston Parrish III. Jeremiah James Parsons. Jonathan Matthew Paul. Wyatt Thomas Petros. Robert Charles Pendergrass. Emily Arleth Perez Ruiz. Emily Madison Phillips. Brian Pintor Avelos. Jackson Douglas Pollard. Tessa Nicole Porter, magna cum laude.
Last one.
Kaylee Ann Protz, summa cum laude.
Braden Elizabeth Pruitt. Tristan Joseph Pushchek. Nada Abdelbasit Kasem. Amira Ariel Quarles. Addison Rose Rackley. Olivia Patrick Rackley. Alexis Victoria Rademeyer, magna cum laude. Ethan Michael Rainwater. Talon Rasmussen. Reese Mitchell Ratliff, cum laude. Emmeline Rosemary Ray, magna cum laude. Anthony James Raymer. Ashley Elizabeth Reed, magna cum laude. Ethan John Rapasso, magna cum laude. Kyle Thomas Rickman. Naomi Faith Rigdon. Alexis Renee Rigsby, summa cum laude. Rachel Elizabeth Robertson, magna cum laude. Carly Marie Rocco. Christopher Rodas Gomez. David Antonio Rodriguez Fort, cum laude. Cameron Michael Rohrbach, summa cum laude. Nicole Marie Roland Rodriguez. Brandon Christopher Rooks. Lauren Brienne Roland, magna cum laude. Angel Adolfo Arelas Zamora. Joseph Juder Roop, summa cum laude. Rolartha Sensor Salvador. Scott Carter Samuel. Gabrielle Lavinia Savant. Brian Christopher Yanez Schafering.
Nicholas Alexander Schaefer. Olivia Rose Schaefer, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Shemansky. Anthony Michael Schlotner. Christopher Roy Shoney. Alexandra Marie Schwartz, magna cum laude. Mia Sophie Schwartzman. Catherine Carlisle Severns, cum laude. Gabrielle Marie Sewell, summa cum laude. Ashi Chirag Shah, summa cum laude. Romil T. Shaw, summa cum laude. Parker Andrew Sherman. Gabrielle McKenna Schultz, summa cum laude. Gunika Singh, summa cum laude. Omja Singh, magna cum laude. Ananya Singla, summa cum laude. Haley May Singsauce. Audrey Catherine Small. Adam Xavier Smith. Isabella Jacqueline Roes Smith. Preston Allen Smith. Raiden J. Smith. Abigail Christine Sneed, cum laude. Marissa Christine Silverud.
Allison Elizabeth Spalding, magna cum laude. Noah Daniel Spencer. Dominic Xavier St. Jean, magna cum laude. Shane Ryland Stafford Britton. Joseph Walter Stamps. Jaden Alexander Stock. Riley Ann Stoker. Savannah O'Reilly Stone, magna cum laude. Jasmine Lynn Sturm. Bradley Joseph Sullivan. Brady James Sullivan. Tanner Carius Sullivan. Haley Van Dan Tana, summa cum laude. Hia Van Dan Tana, summa cum laude. Dominic Tenga Ramos. Elizabeth Joy Thomas. Maya Amor Tompkins. Gabrielle Grace Thompson. Jordan Jael Thompson. Andrew Ryan Titchich. Colton Ryan Tilden. Mia Ann Toby, magna cum laude. Emily Lynn Tazlowski, summa cum laude. Michael Toledo Avalos.
Oliver Lee Toussaint, cum laude. Bryn Mary Tracy. Lauren Noel Tracy, summa cum laude. Kawasara Trenton Wong. Delina Tran. Neat Tran. Stephen Ton Tran, magna cum laude. Bob Urbeck Tursonov. Caitlin Antoinette Ungerbach, summa cum laude. Zachary Paul Urban. Logan Wolfgang Van Gels. Keegan Jacob Van Leer, cum laude. Grace O'Neill Vasher, summa cum laude. Gavin Eric Vaughn. August Donald Venghaus. Cole Patrick Verstrate, Jackson Connor Veers. Andrew Douglas Wachsnicht, magna cum laude. Andrew Grayson Walden, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Walden, magna cum laude. Elijah Wesley Walker. Evelyn Rose Wall, summa cum laude. Caitlin Teresa Walsh, summa cum laude. Molly Ann Walsh. Joseph Scott Ward, summa cum laude. Noah Richard Wardrop. Braden Drew Warren. Gabrielle Marie Warren, summa cum laude.
Corin Michelle Waugh, summa cum laude. Josie Marie Webb. Kennedy Brielle Webb, summa cum laude. Lucas Malachi Weathy, magna cum laude. Fisher James Wells. Catherine Grace Wessler. Shelby Lauren Wydert, cum laude. Hayden Michael Whitaker. Charles Bradley White. Riley Jack White, cum laude. Nolan Channing Whiteside, magna cum laude. Ethan Michael Weenstrower. Abram Isaiah Williams. Ella Marie Williams.
Daniel Timothy Willis. Brady Christopher Willman, magna cum laude. Jack William Wilson. Christopher Eric Whitman, summa cum laude. Maddie Elizabeth Wolf, magna cum laude. Anthony Paul Wooten. Megan Kathleen Worthen, summa cum laude. Byron Maurice Wright. Anushka Ajay Jadav, summa cum laude. Amani Lee Yeager. Shashank Venkata Sai Urapatina, cum laude. Amelia Deanne Young. Landon Dean Young. Maddox Alexander Zeman McGuire. Logan Bennett Swilling.
Finish over there. Yeah, we got to finish over there first. I would like to give a special thank you to Mr. and Mrs. LaForce for reading all 430 of our graduates' names. I'd like to thank Ms. Lopez and Ms. Sutton for their countless hours of work to organize our ceremony tonight. I would like to extend my personal congratulations to all of our seniors. Would the class of 2024 please stand? Parents, get those cameras out. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you the graduating class of 2024 for Fort Zumwalt West High School.